Hi everyone, it's Melissa. Long time no see. I'm here today to do a weekend recap, which is kind of like my Friday Reads chatty style updatey video, which I don't edit. So if there's awkward bits, um, these are videos that I used to do with some mild frequency. When I didn't have time to edit and I just wanted to shoot a quick little update of what I've been reading, watching, doing, whatever. And I really wanted to get a video up fairly quickly, so I've decided to do a weekend recap. And you're just going to have to deal with the fact that I don't edit these, but I will try to be as succinct and as articulate as possible. So if you see me looking down, I have notes. I usually don't have notes for weekend recap videos, but I'm kind of mentally scattered today, and so I wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything. So first of all, mentioning why I've been gone for several months. I think I mentioned in a video a while back that I was undergoing a career change, but I don't think I talked about it more than that. So I have been going back to school in middle age to shift paths to become a teacher. So I've gone back for my BED, my Bachelor of Education, and it's a condensed program, but therefore very intense program. So it took up all of my free time. I was really busy with classes and projects, and then my practicum, two practica, where I go into schools to teach, and it was a lot, especially during practicum. My practicum school was actually quite far away from me, and so I had to commute daily, and yeah, I just had no time to film, and I wasn't really reading anything anyway, so there would have been nothing to talk about. I did read some audiobooks during my commute, but not all the time, because sometimes I was just so tired or just not mentally focused that I wouldn't really listen and absorb to the audiobooks. But I did read a few. But anyway, just haven't had time to sit down, to edit, to even to do a non-edited video like this. Finding like the 10 or 15 minutes to do that just kind of seemed insurmountable. And some days if I had the 10 minutes, I would choose to like just lie down instead of doing anything. So that's where I've been for the most part. And then when I finally had a bit of time to maybe do something, I got Bell's palsy, which is it's like what's the word? Like a swelling and an inflammation of a like facial nerve that causes partial paralysis, which is typically like temporary. But it does last at the minimum several weeks and can last like several months. And thankfully, I got treated very quickly, and so therefore mine was totally resolved in a little less than a month. When I smile really big, there's still some asymmetry to my smile, but I don't think anyone but myself would actually notice. But yeah, I was dealing with Bell's palsy for a few weeks, and my paralysis, like I could barely close one eye. And I just didn't feel like being on camera, so I decided to wait. Now my face is basically back to normal, and I feel like I have missed this so much. And yeah, we're going to stop rambling now and get on to the updates, because I now have time to make some videos, and I want to make one and give a very quick bookish update, and just share some plans for a couple upcoming videos because I have some free time now. So I'm not going to talk about everything I've read since the last time I talked to you, because we'll do a separate thing for that potentially. But I will share what I read most recently, which is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. So this is the Hunger Games prequel from the point of view of Snow, would-be President Snow in the future. It's set during the 10th Hunger Games when he's a teenager, and it tracks like his involvement with those games. And I was never going to read this. I had no plans to read this. I felt like I enjoyed the trilogy. I had no desire to read a prequel. I felt like the world was contained within that trilogy. I had no desire to read something from the point of view of Snow, from an oppressor. I just was not interested in that. The only reason I picked this up was because a couple years ago now, it's been a while, Suzanne Collins published the other prequel, Sunrise on the Reaping, I think is the name of the book, or Sunrise of the Reaping, on the Reaping, I think. Anyway, it details Haymitch's Hunger Games, and Haymitch is my favorite character from the Hunger Games, and so I had to read it. I don't think you need to have read this to read Sunrise, but I figured, you know what, if I'm going to read Sunrise, then I might as well read this one and just read them all. And just on the off chance that maybe something from this book is referenced in Sunrise, because this chronologically predates Sunrise, I just wanted to do it. And I enjoyed it. It's not as good as the Hunger Games, like the original trilogy, but I actually liked it. I liked how much more of the world we kind of got to know, and there were some cool moments and some cool characters. And yeah, I don't regret reading it. It wasn't like brilliant, but it was good and I enjoyed it. So I am glad to have read that and to get some kind of more backstory and like fuller picture of like that world. So that's what I read most recently. And what I'm currently reading. So I am currently reading A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mystery. So I'm not very far into it, and I was supposed to have read this for book club a while ago, but I had Bell's palsy and I was busy, and I actually missed the book club meeting, and we're still reading it though because I've been wanting to read this. Very good so far. I like the writing style, and the character that we are with is very intriguing to me. So I will report back when I finish this, but so far I am really enjoying that. And I don't really want to say much about it because I'm not far into it, and so I don't feel like I can give like a good synopsis of like what this book's about because I don't really know yet. The other thing I wanted to share, because if you've followed me for a while, you probably know that I don't really buy books very often. I buy secondhand books very occasionally, and I buy new books even more rarely. Because books are expensive, and also I like reusing and I just don't like consumerism very much. Although I do buy a lot of books for my kid, and I do want to like support authors, so maybe I should buy more books. I don't know. But anyway, I don't buy books very often, but I did buy one during the independent bookstore day because I want to support my independent bookstore in the city where I live. And I bought Hamnet, which I haven't read yet, but I bought it. I plan to read it this summer. I have been wanting to read this since it came out, and now I have no excuse because I own it. So that's that. So we did currently reading. Next up is Jane Austen July for what you can expect video-wise. I guess we've moved on to upcoming videos. I have notes, but they're not very good, clearly. So yes, upcoming videos that I plan to make. A Jane Austen July TBR. I love Jane Austen July. I look forward to it every year. The past couple of years, I haven't been able to participate in the way I want to. Hopefully I can participate in the way I want to this year. But anyway, I'm hoping to film that video maybe later today or tomorrow morning and then post it tomorrow. So you'll see that video a day after this one. So look out for that video. Jane Austen July TBR. I know it's like slightly late now because we're already into July, but I don't care. Another video I plan to do relatively soon is just recapping all of the books I have read the first half of this year. Because I haven't really been on Booktube, I made, I think, only a couple videos at the beginning of the year, January, maybe into February, I can't remember. I thought that, I haven't read that many books this year, so I could fit them all in one video. And then I can just like catch you up on everything I've read. So I think I will do that. So look out for that. And the last video I really want to do is something I wanted to do ages ago, didn't have time to, and then thought I wouldn't, which is a goals video. I do a reading goals / channel goals video every year. I love making goals. I make my own goals list separate from Booktube, like just for my own life. I just like lists and I like goals, and it's just something that I enjoy. And because I kind of missed the opportunity in January, I thought, oh, during February, I was like, well, I'll make one now, and then got really busy, and more time went by, and I just thought, well, I just won't make reading goals this year. And then recently I just started thinking, why can't I just make I have reading goals for the last half of the year? And why do I have to start reading goals in January? Literally no reason. So I've decided I'm going to do like a reading goals for the last half of the year. So I will film that sometime soon. Yeah, I really want to do it. I debated doing it, but I can do what I want. So I'm going to do it. And I might do the mid-year book tag, but I feel like maybe not, because I will have posted my kind of like recap for the first half of the year. And so I don't know what else I will have to say. So that one I might skip this year, but Jane Austen July TBR, all the books I read first half of the year, and my reading goals for the last half of the year. Those are 3 videos that should be coming out in the next, maybe, let's say 1 to 2 weeks. Optimistic, maybe? I think I can do it. I don't have anything else going on right now. So that's all for now. I think I will just like stop here. I don't have any updatey things. I haven't really been watching anything. I haven't been doing anything besides school. So I have nothing else to report. But yeah, before I ramble on any longer, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks to all of you who have stuck around. I'm happy to be back and hopefully posting more frequently. Yeah, thank you. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll chat soon. Take care. Bye.